What's up, nerds? I'm Wes.
And I'm Aaron.
Today we're taking a look at the next game in the Tiny Epic line, and if you're wondering what it is, look no further than Aaron's shirt.
Can you see it? The little dinosaurs? They're just the same size as these little dinosaurs. They're tiny, epic dinos.
As always with Kickstarter videos, this game is a prototype, so things could change. Obviously, the dinosaurs you get won't be 3D printed, and we're excited to see what this game has.
Yeah. Dinosaurs have always been a thing that fascinated everyone. Like, who doesn't love dinosaurs? Jurassic Park.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
You want to go there, right? So, like, this is the step before Jurassic Park. We are ranchers who are breeding dinosaurs and selling them to Jurassic Park and making money. But not really. You make victory points.
Yeah. As with all Tiny Epic games, there's going to be things that you recognize, mechanics that you've seen in other games that they have compiled down into a full game experience that fits inside a box that slips into the pocket of your cargo pants. So you've got your fields that you're trying to fence and to keep your dinosaurs not only separate but also from running away. You've got resource management. You've got, it's not feed your workers, it's feed your dinos, because it is a worker placement game. You've got workers going out and collecting your resources and
Collecting
dinosaurs and make sure you have food to feed them, making sure you have fences, trying to complete contracts, trying to get special research to get unique dinosaurs or special abilities. So all that stuff going on in this little teeny tiny game.
So the main mechanic is definitely worker placement, but it's a lot of forward-thinking worker placement because you need to make sure you have all the resources that you need constantly, because dinosaurs get very angry if you don't feed them or you don't enclose them in a good cage, because that's what they want, or they're going to go to their primal instincts and they're going to kill and they're going to rampage. So if you don't feed or enclose your carnivores, they're going to eat other dinosaurs, and if you don't feed or enclose your herbivores, they're going to stampede and knock down your fences. You're going to lose fences. So that's kind of like the thematic way of punishing you for not thinking ahead and getting things that you need. So you're going to place your workers, you're catching dinosaurs, you're going to place your workers and get the fences, and then there's a step where we put everything out. So at that point, you're arranging your dinosaurs and getting them all in a line. You're like, okay, I'm going to fence them in here and fence these guys over here, keep them segregated. All right, now we feed them. Hopefully you can feed them, because if not, again, they're going to riot.
They're going to run away. They're going to eat other dinosaurs, break up your fences. It's going to be a bad day.
If you can feed them and get past that step, then you get to breed them. That's where you get more dinosaurs for free, and they just instantly populate. But hopefully you have enough space for them, because if you haven't penned out enough space, then they're going to run away and they're eat dinosaurs.
The whole thing starts over again.
The one good thing is that you only get punished once for that happening. So if at the beginning you aren't able to feed all of your carnivores, they're only going to say you don't feed 2 of them, they're only going to eat one thing on their way out.
Yeah, there's enough to go around.
And then if you end up still having enough of them to breed, but then for some reason you still can't place them, maybe you had an herbivore knock down a fence, so now there's no space to put them, well, they're not going to eat again because they already ate in a previous step of the round. So you're not going to get super punished, but it does feel a little punishing when you're like, okay, I got these dinosaurs. Oh no, I can't feed them. No.
With the worker placement, I do really love the fact that there is blocking, and that if I go here, you can't just go here, but you do have the ability to one up them. So if I put one little guy there, you can put 2 little guys there, or you've got the big guy that counts as 2. So if I put a little guy there, you can put the big guy there and still go there, but you may be limiting yourself a little bit, because if you put 2 there, obviously you're passing up another action later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then if somebody puts their big worker, you can trump it with 3. So either send your big rancher and another small one, or 3 of them. But that'd be really crazy. Like, you'd really want to have to take that action to give up 3 turns worth of workers to do one action.
But if you're completing a contract to get a bunch of victory points, especially if it's something that we both qualify for, and you want to make sure you want to lock it down, or if you really need fences or really need food desperately, you do have the ability to like put everything into it. There's also a press your luck mechanic a little bit when you're catching dinosaurs. Whenever you go to catch a dinosaur, you roll the dinosaur catching die. And there's 3 options on it. You either get a net, which means good job, you caught it. You get slashed, which means the dinosaur fought back. Your guy has to go to the medical leave area, which leaves that spot open so somebody doesn't have to spend the extra workers, the big worker to go there. Yeah. Or you get an egg, which means, that dinosaur was pregnant, and now you get 2 dinosaurs. Which is a good thing sometimes, but also can be a really bad thing, because if you've planned out just enough food to feed the dinosaurs and then all of a sudden you have another dinosaur to feed, like that creates another level of, one, chance, like go catch a dinosaur and you may get 2, but also it just creates one more thing to like figure out and factor in.
Yeah, like you're like, if it's your last action, you're like, well, hopefully I don't get another one. But if you've planned for that contingency of possibly catching an extra one or having extra resources to carry over into future rounds, because you do go burn through resources, especially if you have the bigger dinosaurs, like the Brachiosauruses and the Allosauruses, they eat 2 of the respective food types. So like the Allosaurus eating 2 meat, like you're just burning through meat. So if you catch 2 of them, you're like, oh shoot, now I'm burning 4 for that one action. Like, oh no. So you definitely want to max out your resources, but if you're doing that, then you're not focusing on getting dinosaurs, so you can't fulfill your contract. So it's like give and take. You gotta maximize your efforts with your ranchers.
There's also unique dinosaurs you can get down here in the research, and they all have really cool special abilities, like the Ankylosaurus, which is my favorite dinosaur. I also learned it's Aaron's favorite dinosaur. We learned that playing this game. Isn't it great, the stuff like when you play games together, you learn about each other. We've been friends for like 10 years or so now, and we're still learning new things because of board games. Anyway, so the Ankylosaurus, basically, when your carnivores run away, they don't get to eat other dinosaurs. So I guess he kind of protects them. Or there's the T-Rex that you got that you can like feed. He eats 3 meat, or you can feed him a dinosaur and you gain 2 meat. So like there's a bunch of really cool, basically rule breaking
there's one
special abilities you can get.
There's one that you place in your water space, so he doesn't take up a space. The Paleosaurus, he puts in your water space, and then during the resource collection phase, you get 1 additional resource of your choice. So he's like a farmer, but he also doesn't take up a spot on your thing. Just like the pterodactyls, they can be put in any space with another dinosaur, so that saves you room and allows you to have more dinos and get more victory points.
And with like getting resources and placing your dinosaurs, there are resource collection spots on your board, but you don't collect them if you have a dinosaur on that spot. So that definitely is one more factor in where you place your dinosaurs, where you place your fences and your pins, and you need to make sure that you have everything set up such that when if the dinosaurs breed, you have room to put the baby dinosaurs. And when you put the baby dinosaurs, it's going to cover up resources. So then in step 1 of the next phase, you're not collecting those resources. So again, a lot of things going on for a relatively simple game, because it basically does come down to worker placement with getting dinosaurs, resource collection, and then once you finish the worker placement, you go on to placing all your dinosaurs, making sure everything's fed, you breed them, make sure they're all good to go. Yeah, and then you go again. So a lot of really cool things going on in this game. Also, did we mention you get little tiny dinosaurs?
What? Tiny dinosaurs? Yeah, I really, really enjoy this game. It's so much fun. Like, worker placements have always been, like, one of those games that I really enjoy. Like, that mechanic it's so satisfying. But this, there's so much, like, planning, like future planning that you have to work on, and it like it's not as combo-y and craziness as like Epic Galaxies, but being able to place things and collect resources and dinosaurs, like it's just a lot of fun. This is one of my favorite tiny epics. It's definitely accessible, it's easy to teach people, and people that play a lot of games will have fun trying to come up with the combinations and pull off their epic plan.
I definitely think that Tiny Epic Dinosaurs does embrace the Tiny Epic mantra of giving you that full game experience condensed down into a tiny box, and also, like Aaron said, an accessible package. It's got the worker placement that we all absolutely love. It's got kind of the Euro farming thing going on with fence building and having your animals out there and having breeding pens and having to segregate them. And you're like selling these dinosaurs back off for contracts. So you just have to decide, like, do I want to keep them for breeding? Do I want to sell them off for contracts? Do I have enough food to feed them? Maybe I need to complete a contract because I don't like it's costing me a ton of food. Overall, just a really solid worker placement game. Another slam dunk for gambling games in the Tiny Epic line. Definitely check this game out on Kickstarter. There will be a link in the description box down below, or a card popping up here. Click on either one of those and get on over to the Kickstarter page.
Either way, subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored. We don't have a box.
I know.
We're just going to go, here it is.
The gambling guys like the D so much they had to do another Tiny Epic D game.